we know who to blame. And if there was an outside threat like a bin Laden, who was a known CIA asset in the 80s,
this group and its leader, a person named Osama bin Laden,
he's the boogeyman they need.
We're looking at a giant war in February right now.
And I am never, ever going to leave.
Alex Jones is back. He's back. Alex Jones is back. I'm not even supposed to say that name online. I've already been demonetized and canceled so many times, so I don't really care anymore because I'm actually excited about this. And I think, first of all, it wasn't supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't supposed to happen. I'm going to share my thoughts at the end, but I got a number of videos to get through today. I'm so excited. Elon Musk reactivates Alex Jones X account after a 5-year ban. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Why? I'll share with you in a minute because this is good. This is good news. Why? That tells me there is a change happening. I'm just so not for the censorship business, especially the type of censorship these people are advocating for. It's one thing you're censoring people who are calling for death threats and they are really going with fraudulent things and statements and so on. I get that. But these level of censorship for people having an opinion that you don't like or you think they're a threat to a system, to a supposed democracy, I find this to be a problem for me. And I just have an issue with that. Elon Musk is that guy. Elon Musk is just have nothing to lose. He decided to put Alex Jones back, reinstate the account after 5 long years. Lord have mercy. What a move. And I think it's great. I think it's great. First of all, the memes are exciting online. The memes are exciting online. You know, we're going to get through the memes in a minute. But first of all, I think this is the video that really got things going. This is the video that got things going. And then there was a polls that was also conducted, which also led to Alex Jones being reinstated because over 70-something people agreed that Alex Jones should be reinstated on X. And I think he's one of those guys. Man, I tell you what, I've listened to Alex Jones. To be honest with you, I don't know Alex Jones all that much. I've actually listened to parts of his clips. And even like 5-something years ago, when supposedly Alex Jones was the worst thing that ever happened to the world, I think I'm like, yo, that guy does have some knowledge. That guy seems to know a lot. And he's got that voice. He's got the ability to get your attention. He's talking about things that nobody really likes to hear. And he's talking about things that we should hear. And I think he was right about many things. He's wrong about a number of things. But does he deserve to be banned, having his tongue cut off as a result? No, I think that was wrong. So here is one video here showing Alex Jones making some prediction here on Tucker Carlson. I think this is the video from Tucker that probably really led to him being reinstated. It seems like every time Tucker touches something, it turns into gold, man. I'll tell you what, look at this.
So we thought it'd be interesting to start with a series of on-tape predictions that you made, some of which are so precise and so prescient that it makes the hair on my arms stand up. And I'm being sincere, and our viewers are about to see what I'm talking about. Here is a list of things that you called ahead of time.
By the middle of September, that the new policy's being written, you will all have to wear masks again, and so will airport employees.
It's happening. Mask mandates are officially back.
We know the Joint Chiefs of Staff wanted to blow up airliners, Baltimore Sun, or if you let some terrorist group do it, like the World Trade Center, we know who to blame. And if there was an outside threat like a bin Laden, who was a known CIA asset in the 80s,
this group and its leader, a person named Osama bin Laden,
he's the boogeyman they need.
We're looking at a giant war in February right now. I predict the Russians are going to roll in. They're already there. They're going to roll in.
With attacks across Ukraine, which is the size of Texas.
It really was the Iraqis. That's just because they're getting ready to invade Iraq. And what a beautiful setup.
Those 9/11 clips are crazy. I'm actually bothered by the precision of them. I'm not accusing you of being behind.
It's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, if you follow the man, you can understand why certainly he is one of those voices that should be protected online, period. Like, you don't have to like what he has to say. If you don't like him, stop listening to him. That's my view. So Alex Jones is back, and I'm going to listen to a clip here. And I remember when this banning of Alex Jones took place, and I was listening to Prophesy Again. This is one of those channels that I like to listen to. They do Bible prophecy and so on and current events. I mean, I'm saying, if you're serious about learning Bible prophecy and final events and you want to really get some serious meat, I recommend this channel. Like, this is the channel. I mean, I hope you have a heart, because he doesn't play. Andrew Enriquez and his wife and the rest of the team, they are amazing. I don't agree with everything they teach and preach, by the way, but on many things, he's really 8 times out of 10, he's correct. Now, listen to what he says. He was talking about the precedents, and I was like, yeah, he's got a serious point here. When Alex Jones is banned, you set the precedents for this to keep on happening to everybody else who they claim to be an issue, misinformation, disinformation, whatever it is. Whenever they start banning people, and when this happened to Alex Jones, I was like, this could happen to us. And guess what? It has happened to us. So listen to this quickly.
Very, very soon, the government will trample upon your rights. You are a hate preacher. You are a fanatic. You are an extremist. Radical. You are a fundamentalist. You must be banned. You must be marginalized. And right there on the screen, and this is the group that Facebook is using primarily as one of its fact checkers to identify flag Facebook pages, sites, etc.
Yeah, so it's good to go listen to Prophesy again. And what the warning was, if they do this to Alex Jones, they will do it to us. And especially from the perspective of a Christian, if they can ban a man like Alex Jones, eventually they will ban a person like me who's talking about Jesus, who believes in final events, who believes that the mark of the beast is an issue, who believes the Antichrist is here and is already manifesting. And don't, if you want to talk about that, I'll tell you something else later. But here's the thing. Alex Jones in this video, and they were talking about why the banning happened. And I think this video really set the precedence for why now he is freed. And I really appreciate Elon Musk, by the way, for having the courage to do some of the things that he's been doing, irrespective of the cost, irrespective of what the media has been saying. I think that sets him apart. This is a good man. This is a good man. We need to be praying for this man. This is a man that I really hope the grace of God grabs a hold of his heart, and because he's got good intention. He really does, man. I appreciate the guy. So here is the thing.
I was in Labrador on a fishing trip and missed the entire thing. I was literally out of cell range. I didn't know what happened, but I got back and I read about it. I felt like it was a major moment in the history of the American media. I don't think anybody defended you when that happened. Anybody with any kind of audience.
For me, when Tim Cook admitted that he met on the weekend in August of 2017 with the other big tech heads, and they made the decision to curate, like it's a museum, and take me off. It was hundreds of platforms. I mean, it wasn't just all the big ones. It was everything from LinkedIn to our bank accounts being taken away to everything ensuing that week and over the next month.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. So what exactly happened to Alex Jones is the question now we're asking. I'm going to share a video that shows Alex Jones, and this, again, happened on the Twitter, on X Spaces just about a day ago. It's good. I'm going to put a link in the description below. You need to listen to the entire thing. So in this video, you're going to listen to Alex Jones explaining kind of what happened here. It's a good conversation to have. So this is going to go a couple minutes, and we're going to sit down and listen carefully to the thought of what happened to Alex Jones. Why was he canceled? And you might be shocked. The story that he's going to share is not exactly, doesn't parallel very much with what the media has been saying. Again, we shouldn't be shocked. It's the media, right? The propaganda news media. Anyway, let's take a listen to this.
Elon, how are you?
Good, Mario. Yeah, it's been these are tumultuous times, wild times indeed. As you just mentioned, when there's an account with a large number of followers that is restored to the system, you have to re-knit the thing together. So that takes several hours. So Alex's account should be working. And Alex, I honestly don't really know you, and you don't know me, but one of the questions I really have to just get out of the way, and you've probably talked about this already before, is the whole Sandy Hook thing. If somebody's sort of denying or that murders of children, that's not cool at all. And so just what exactly did you say, and what is going on with that situation? I would like to actually hear what did you say? And yeah.
Well, Elon, thank you for allowing me back into the public square so that I can actually tell the world what really happened. I don't know how much. Would you like the short answer or the medium answer or the long answer?
I think at least the medium answer. Look, I guess people just want to know, like, obviously it would be like heartless and cruel to deny a school shooting of children, or to attack the parents or anyone who is involved. It seems that would be, just incredibly mean and cruel, frankly. So it's sort of, that's, I think, you know, what a lot of people are upset about, or at least they think that is the reason to be upset about.
Sure.
And, you know, if that were true, I think they would rightly be, you know, upset with you.
Yeah, yes, sir. Well, please let me then just tell you what really happened, okay? And if you want me to send you a dossier with clips and videos and articles,
I mean, post it to your
okay,
account, you know?
yes, sir, I will do that. So let me tell you what happened. I'm a guy that didn't go to college. I mean, a few years of community college. I started out on Access TV 29 years ago. I was not professionally trained. And by 2000, I had 30 million viewers and listeners a day conservatively. I was the biggest show, as big as Rogan is now or bigger. And I had a very small operation and did not even understand how powerful I was. And so when that event, I just call it the school shooting, which I do believe happened 11 years ago, the internet exploded, and it was a top story for off and on for years with all these professors and former school safety people and all of them saying they believed it was a drill. And I simply covered them covering that. What was entered in court against me in both cases where I was found guilty by judges. There's a judge in Trump's case, not even a jury, in his real estate case. And then years later, after Trump got elected and after I was deplatformed, it made me bigger. And so suddenly I would wake up and there would be sometimes 100 articles or more a day, every major news channel saying that I was currently saying nobody died, currently sending people to their houses, currently peeing on graves. I didn't even know these people's names. I only said one of their names ever. Now, and I believe their children died, and I understand all that.
Okay.
But I'm saying, imagine I was not deplatformed. No mention of the school shooting in Connecticut for like 6-7 years. Then they go back to my timeline, and it turns out it was a big New York PR firm, Democratic Party. They dredge it up. They run hundreds of articles, sometimes a day, but a week for over a year. Suddenly, it becomes a big story again.
What's the PR
Then
firm?
people, pardon me.
Which propaganda firm was this? PR is public relations is a propaganda word for propaganda. So I think we should call
yes.
propaganda firms because that is in fact what they do. So what propaganda firm was this?
I will find the name as soon as I'm off because I can't do 2 days. I'm not good at doing 2 days at once. I can't walk and chew bubble gum, but I will post it to the 2X because after they got their $1.5 billion judgment and asked for 2.67 trillion, that the GDP of India, I'm not joking, folks, that's Bloomberg. They then came out and bragged that they had quarterbacked the whole thing. They're one of the biggest. They do the UN's PR.
Okay.
Not that they had quarterbacked, quote, destroying Alex Jones. And so I did question it. I did say at times I could see that. I'm not even say it now. They'll take it out of context. Say I said it again. I did have what they entered in court on me was 23 minutes of video and audio over 5-6 years. We did an audit. I hadn't talked about them when they sued me for 2 years. I refused to talk about it. I apologized when the PR firm got involved, and I didn't know who it was at the time. It was just all over the news. I said, hey, I thought it happened.
Yeah.
I said it happened. I said it happened. I decided it happened 5 years after it happened. So I said, I'm not the Sandy Hook guy. It turns out some of these experts that said it didn't happen are crazy. They made up stuff. I said, I believe it happened. And then they spun it and said, oh, now he admits he lied about it. So it isn't who I was. It's kind of like they've done with you, and you did nothing like I did. I mean, I did question it. I did say a few times that I thought it hadn't happened, but I didn't turn the knife. I didn't really think about it. I thought about how I was talking about the internet with YouTube videos with 30, 40 million views that I didn't make.
Sure.
It was a hot topic that would come back from time to time. But no, I was not the creator of it. I was not the progenitor of it. I was not the guy pushing it. And then I kept saying, no, I believe it happened. And they went, aha, you now admit you lied for money. So what's not true is I never made any money off of it. I barely ever covered it. It's not my identity. And it's just like they misrepresent what you say, take one little thing and twist it, and then say you need to apologize for it. And then they just keep hammering it and hammering it. So I've been desperately, I mean, in fact, I'll post it to X if you want. There's over 100 apologies that I've given, over 100. In fact, probably 500. Every show I go on, they ask this. I apologized on Joe Rogan's show 5 years ago. I apologized on Patrick Ben-David's show 5 years ago. I mean, these are prominent ones. I apologize on every show, and I'll say it again. I apologize that I just gave my commentary, because I'm really just a guy that talk radio host. So I do that on the internet. I just take calls, interview guests, and that I played devil's advocate. And if that hurt people's feelings, I apologize. But I did not send people to your houses. I did not pee on graves. I don't know any of the stuff that went on. And then when they had the trials, after I was found guilty, trials on damages, there was never any video of people peeing on graves, any video of people at houses. There was an FBI agent who was there that day at the tragic event in New Haven, Connecticut, at Sandy, like I said the name. He was there, and he didn't have an FBI vest on, and his gun was pointed the wrong direction, pointed upside down. The internet questioned him. When he got on the stand in Connecticut, my lawyer said, has Mr. Jones ever said your name? No. Has Mr. Jones ever put your picture on the internet? No. Have any of his hosts done it? No. Has InfoWars ever put your picture out or said your name? No. What happened to you, sir? One man, he said, called 8 years ago now and asked me if I was really an FBI agent. The jury gave him $94 million that doesn't exist. $94 million that never said his name. So I challenge people to find me say any of their names. I said one guy's name, and I apologized to him on the stand. The thing had probably 100 million views on 5 or 6 different YouTube videos of him smiling and laughing before he walked to the mic. I played the clip one time and said, yeah, that looks like he's an actor. I did not attack him, did not come after him, did not say his child didn't die. Look, I don't want to fight with him, though. I said to them in a deposition, I said, I will chop my pinky finger off with a meat cleaver right now. And I will. If you'll just leave me alone and stop saying I made hundreds of millions of dollars off of you and stop saying I'm attacking you. So it's very simple. I have become, I know what happened. The media ran a year of articles attacking them in my name, saying things I never said as a straw man, enraging them against me. And then, so they've been victimized. They've been manipulated by a PR operation. And so I would love to come on X with the families. I'd love to raise money on this show or your show, Elon, or any of them. I'd love to come on here and raise them $10 million for gun safety awareness next week. I would love to be in an open panel with them. I would love.
Okay. It actually looks like Ed Krassenstein wants to talk. Maybe Ed, could be good to hear from you.
Yeah. So I kind of have a question for you, Elon. So let's.
Yeah, so this is the testimony from the man himself, and you can agree or disagree. I don't see any reason why he will be lying about this. It's just crazy how this works. The internet is one of those cruel places. They can dig and dig and dig and put any story together if they want to. First of all, I think, the man shouldn't have been canceled for the way that he got canceled. And again, he testified that he never actually said it in a way that people thought it was said. And I think they found the right reason to get rid of Alex Jones. And Alex Jones they were setting a precedence for getting rid of anybody who they have an issue with online. This is a serious thing, by the way, guys. And this is why on YouTube we're getting canceled. Censorship is a serious thing. And I think all of it, when you add it all up together, it's not actually a good thing. And I do have an issue with that. It's one thing we are opposing people who are lying and deceiving and misleading people, but it's another thing you're canceling people because they have an opposing view that you do not agree with. So I'm excited that Alex Jones has returned. It's not the end. I know there's probably going to be some serious news. I mean, Elon Musk he's one of those guys we got to pray for, man, because his name is going to be put out for evil. But he's not afraid of, giving it to them. You know what I'm saying? Just giving them a piece of his mind. And I really appreciate the courage that he has to say, we're going to do what we're going to do. I have nothing to lose. I love me some Elon Musk as a result of that as well. So it's exciting seeing Alex Jones back. I really hope and pray that we can come to a place where speech on the internet is respected. But, there's some people in the world who just so determined to make sure your opinion and my opinion is not allowed online. It's kind of like crazy. The freedom of expression is not to be curtailed and regulated by government. It's not meant to be that way. At least not government using social media networks and platforms to control. That's something the government should not be doing, but that's exactly what is going on. So big win for Alex Jones, big win for conservative, big win for truth, big win for free speech. And I think some people are going to have an issue with it. I don't. I'm excited. This is great. And I want to hear from you. Share your thought and perspective with me. I'm all for that ability to share and speak your mouth, open your mouth and speak your words. It's just, once you lose that, you lose everything, man. And I know what it feels, man. I know what it feels. We've been censored. We've been canceled. We've been removed on the channel. My channel is demonetized right now. So if you want to support what I do, you gotta go on my Patreon account. I have a link in the description because that's one of the ways you keep the fire burning And I do have on another YouTube channel as well where you guys can stand with me. Is the Pastor James Reacts channel. So if you go to the Pastor James Reacts channel, it's connected to this channel. So go sign up over there. But again, we are facing that, censorship. We are dealing with it, and it doesn't feel good, man. It's not a good feeling at all, especially when you have an audience, you have a message, and you want to speak, you want to share. And there's some people who just have an issue with that because, again, like I've said before in a previous video, the attack is against the truth. Some people have a problem with the truth. They don't want the truth to be spoken, to be heard, because when the truth is spoken, it is heard in the public space, in the public square. People's minds will change. People will change their attitude. The truth sets people free, and I think there's some people who just have a problem with it, and I think the devil hates the truth. And on all these minions and these sympathizers that are working alongside of him, they have a problem with the truth, and I think we should never stop speaking the truth. We should become more bold about speaking the truth. We should have some wisdom. We should be wise as serpent, harmless as dove. We should keep a humble spirit about doing this thing. But no matter how well you do it, friends, you got to remember the people who hate the truth are going to come after you no matter what. Anyway, I'm excited for Alex Jones. I think this is a good news. We don't know where this is going to go, but hey, the fight continues. Anyway, share your thought and perspective with me. I want to hear from you. Until next time, have a good one. Bye.